It was a quiet morning in the small town of Willow Creek. The sun shone softly through the tall trees and the gentle breeze made the leaves dance. Birds chirped happily and the smell of fresh grass filled the air. In one of the cozy houses near the edge of the town lived a little girl named Mia. She was 10 years old, with bright eyes that sparkled like the morning sun. Mia had a kind heart and loved animals more than anything else in the world. Her small room was filled with stuffed animals, pictures of dogs and cats, and books about animals. She dreamed of having a dog of her own, a friend she could take care of and play with every day. That morning, Mia woke up earlier than usual. She stretched her arms and looked out of her bedroom window. Her eyes fell on something unusual near the edge of the street. A large German shepherd was standing quietly under the shade of a tree. Its fur was a beautiful mix of black and brown, but it looked a little dirty and messy. The dog's eyes were kind, yet they seemed worried and lonely. Mia felt her heart tug. She wanted to help him immediately. She ran downstairs to find her mother in the kitchen.
"Mom, look,"
Mia said, pointing outside. "There's a dog out there. He looks so lonely." Her mother looked through the window and smiled gently. "He does look like he needs help," she said. "But he doesn't have a collar. He might belong to someone else." Mia's eyes widened. "But what if he doesn't have a home? What if he is lost or hungry? Please, can I go see him?" Her mother thought for a moment. "You can, but be careful. Don't get too close if he seems scared. Take some food with you." Mia nodded eagerly. She ran to the kitchen and grabbed a small bowl. She filled it with leftover bread and milk. Holding the bowl carefully, she stepped outside, her heart beating fast with excitement. The German shepherd watched her quietly from a distance. He did not run away, but he also did not come close immediately. His ears were alert and his tail moved slowly from side to side. Mia sat down on the grass, keeping her voice soft. "Hi there," she said. "I'm Mia. Are you hungry?" The dog looked at her curiously. He sniffed the air and slowly moved closer. He seemed cautious but interested. After a moment, he lowered his head and started to eat the food Mia had brought. Mia smiled. She felt a warmth in her heart she had never felt before. "You must be tired and alone," she said gently. "Do you have a home?" The dog paused and looked up at her. His eyes seemed to tell a story. Mia could feel his sadness, and it made her want to help him even more. She reached out her hand slowly. The dog sniffed her fingers and gave a soft, happy sound. It was as if he was asking for more than food. He wanted love and care, and Mia knew she wanted to give him that. Mia ran back to her mother. "Mom, he needs a home. Can we keep him, please?" Her mother looked thoughtful. "Mia, taking care of a dog is a big responsibility. Are you sure you are ready for that?" "I am," Mia said firmly. "I will feed him, walk him, and make sure he is happy." Her mother smiled at her determination. "All right, we can try. But first we need to check if he has an owner. We should see if anyone is looking for him." Mia agreed. They walked around the neighborhood asking neighbors if they knew the dog. They also put up small notes on poles and doors. But no one claimed the dog. People said he had been seen wandering alone for several days. That evening, Mia and her mother prepared a small bed in the backyard. They placed soft blankets and pillows, creating a warm space for the dog to sleep. They called him, and he slowly walked over, tail wagging gently. He lay down on the blankets, looking relaxed and safe. Mia sat beside him, stroking his soft fur. "Don't worry," she whispered. "You are safe now. You have a home." The dog lifted his head and looked at her with grateful eyes. Mia smiled, feeling a deep connection with him. She decided to name him Bruno. The name felt strong and kind, just like him. The next morning, Mia woke up excited to see Bruno. He was already sitting outside her room, waiting for her. She ran down the stairs and called him. He wagged his tail happily and followed her to the backyard. Mia gave him breakfast and talked to him while he ate. She noticed how gentle he was, even though he was a big dog. He seemed to understand everything she said. Mia spent the entire day with Bruno. She played fetch in the yard, taught him a few simple commands, and even brushed his fur. Bruno loved the attention and responded with happy barks and gentle nudges. Mia laughed every time he tilted his head curiously or rolled over on the grass. She felt a joy she had never known before. As the days passed, Mia and Bruno became inseparable. They shared a special bond that grew stronger each day. Bruno would follow Mia everywhere, sit by her side when she did her homework, and even sleep near her bed at night. He seemed to understand her moods. comforting her when she felt sad and joining her in her happiest moments. Mia's friends soon noticed Bruno. They were amazed by how kind and well-behaved he was. Some of them came over to play with him, and Bruno treated everyone gently. Mia felt proud of her decision. She realized that sometimes helping someone in need could change your life in ways you never expected. One evening, Mia's mother came to her room. "Mia, I am proud of you," she said. "You made a choice that brought happiness to both you and Bruno. You have taken responsibility and shown kindness. That is something very special." Mia hugged her mother tightly. "Thank you, Mom. I am happy too. I feel like Bruno was meant to come to us. He is more than a pet. He is my friend and family." That night, Mia lay in bed thinking about how her simple choice had changed everything. Bruno was no longer a lonely dog on the street. He had a safe home, love, and someone who cared for him deeply. Mia felt proud, happy, and full of hope. She knew that many adventures awaited them. From that day on, Mia and Bruno shared every moment together. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. They ran in the park, explored nearby woods, and even helped neighbors in small ways. Bruno was not just a dog. He became Mia's protector, friend, and companion. Mia realized something important. Sometimes the smallest decisions, like offering a helping hand or opening your heart, could change lives forever. Bruno had found his home, and Mia had found a friend who would never leave her side. The choice she made that morning was more than just about giving shelter. It was about love, kindness, and friendship. Mia closed her eyes that night with a smile on her face. She knew that her life and Bruno's life had changed forever. They had found each other, and together they would create memories full of joy, laughter, and warmth. The next morning, Mia woke up to the sound of Bruno softly pawing at the bedroom door. She stretched and smiled as she opened it. Bruno wagged his tail excitedly, his ears standing tall. Mia knelt down and hugged him. "Good morning, Bruno," she said. "Are you ready for a new day?" Bruno barked gently, almost as if he was agreeing. Mia grabbed a leash and collar from the small shelf near the door. Today, she planned to take Bruno for a walk around the neighborhood. She wanted him to see the town, meet new people, and feel more comfortable outside. Bruno had never been with her in the streets before, so Mia was a little nervous about how he would behave. As soon as they stepped outside, Bruno's eyes widened. The world seemed so big to him. He sniffed the grass, the flowers, and even the corners of the street. Every sound made him perk his ears up. Mia laughed softly. "It's okay, Bruno, this is all new for you. Take your time." They walked slowly down the quiet street. Some neighbors were already outside, watering plants or sweeping the porch. When they saw Bruno, they waved and smiled. Bruno wagged his tail politely and stayed close to Mia. She felt proud. "See, Bruno? People are friendly," she said. Mia decided to take him to the park nearby. It was a small park with a playground, a few benches, and a wide open area with green grass. Bruno's eyes lit up when he saw the wide space. Mia unclipped his leash, allowing him to run freely. Bruno leaped and ran in circles, chasing the shadows and enjoying the open field. Mia laughed and clapped her hands. She felt happy seeing him so joyful. After a while, Bruno ran back to Mia and sat near her feet. He was panting slightly, but his eyes were bright and full of excitement. Mia patted his head. "You are fast, Bruno. You love running, don't you?" Bruno wagged his tail, answering without words. While they were at the park, a few children came over to see Bruno. "Wow, what a big dog," one of them said. "He looks so strong and friendly." Mia smiled. "His name is Bruno. He is very gentle and kind. He loves people and playing outside." The children were curious and wanted to play with him. Mia made sure to introduce Bruno slowly, letting him sniff their hands and get comfortable. Bruno responded to everyone kindly. He even rolled over on the grass, showing his soft belly. The children giggled and patted him. Mia watched happily. She knew that Bruno had a gentle heart, and she was proud of how well he behaved. After playing for some time, Mia decided it was time to go home. Bruno followed her calmly, even though he wanted to stay and explore more. Mia clipped the leash back on and began walking home. Along the way, they met Mrs. Lang, an elderly woman who lived a few houses down. "Good morning, Mia," Mrs. Lang said, smiling. "And who is this handsome dog?" "This is Bruno," Mia replied. "We just found him a few days ago, and now he lives with us." Mrs. Lang's eyes sparkled. "He is beautiful. He seems very happy. You are lucky to have each other." Mia nodded. "Yes, I think so too. He is very special to me. Back at home, Mia gave Bruno a bath. His fur was slightly dirty from the park, and Mia wanted him to feel clean and comfortable. Bruno stood patiently, allowing Mia to wash him carefully. After the bath, she dried him with a soft towel. Bruno shook himself and wagged his tail, making Mia giggle. He looked so fluffy and happy. Once Bruno was clean, Mia helped him eat lunch. She gave him some fresh food and water. Bruno ate politely, looking up at Mia from time to time as if thanking her. Mia smiled and stroked his head. She felt proud of how well he was adjusting to his new home. In the afternoon, Mia decided to teach Bruno a few simple commands. She had read about training dogs in her book and wanted to try it with him. She started with, "Sit." Bruno tilted his head, unsure at first, but with gentle guidance from Mia, he learned to sit properly. She gave him a small treat as a reward. "Good job, Bruno," Mia said happily. "You are learning fast." Next, she taught him stay and come. Bruno learned quickly, responding to her voice and gestures. Mia realized that Bruno was not just intelligent, but also willing to please her. She felt proud and excited. She knew they would have many fun days together, teaching each other new things. Later that day, Mia noticed Bruno looking out of the window. He seemed curious about the world outside, watching birds fly by and children playing in the yard. Mia walked over to him and sat beside him. "Do you like watching the world, Bruno?" she asked. Bruno nudged her hand gently. Mia smiled. "I think we will explore it together, one day at a time." As the sun began to set, the sky turned orange and pink. Mia and her mother were in the kitchen preparing dinner. Bruno lay on his blanket nearby, resting after a long day of fun and learning. Mia's mother looked at her and said, "Mia, you and Bruno seem very happy together. I can see that he trusts you completely and you care for him deeply." Mia nodded. "I love him so much, Mom. He is not just a dog. He is my best friend. I feel like he understands me better than anyone else." Her mother smiled. "That is the magic of friendship. When you open your heart to someone, even an animal, it can change your life in ways you never imagined." Mia thought about the past few days. She remembered how Bruno had been alone and scared when she first saw him. Now he was calm, happy, and full of trust. She realized that sometimes love and care could heal sadness. She also understood that responsibility was a big part of caring for someone. Bruno depended on her, and she wanted to give him the best life possible. After dinner, Mia took Bruno outside for a short walk in the yard. The night was quiet and the stars shone brightly above. Bruno sniffed around, exploring every corner. Mia laughed softly as he chased a small butterfly. She felt peaceful and happy. Bruno's presence brought a sense of joy and calm to her life. When it was time for bed, Mia and Bruno settled down in her room. Bruno lay on his blanket beside her bed and Mia stroked his fur gently. "Good night, Bruno," she whispered. "Tomorrow will be another fun day for us." Bruno let out a soft, happy sigh, and Mia knew he felt safe and loved. Mia closed her eyes and thought about how much their lives had changed in just a few days. Bruno had come into her life unexpectedly, and now he was a part of her family. She felt grateful for the bond they shared. She knew that together, they would face new experiences, make happy memories, and grow stronger as friends. That night, Mia dreamed of adventures with Bruno. She imagined running through wide fields, exploring forests, and helping others in need. She knew that with Bruno by her side, every day would be filled with joy and learning. Their friendship was just beginning, and the future held many surprises and wonderful moments. Mia understood something important that day. Love, kindness, and care could change lives. She had given Bruno a home, and he had given her a friend who would always be there for her. The choice she made to help him had created a new world of happiness and trust for both of them. And so, Mia and Bruno's journey continued. Each day brought new experiences, new lessons, and new joys. They explored the town together, shared quiet moments at home, and built a friendship that would last forever. The bond between a little girl and a German shepherd had grown stronger, proving that love and compassion could truly make a difference. The following morning, Mia woke up to the sound of birds singing outside her window. She stretched and rubbed her eyes, thinking about all the fun she would have with Bruno that day. She got dressed quickly and ran downstairs. Bruno was already waiting for her in the living room, wagging his tail energetically. Mia laughed. "Good morning, Bruno. Are you ready for a new adventure today?" Bruno barked softly as if answering yes. Mia grabbed his leash and collar and opened the door. The cool morning air greeted them, and Bruno sniffed the grass, excited to explore. Today, Mia decided to take him to a part of the town they had not visited before. It was a quiet street near the small river, a place she had passed by but never fully explored. As they walked along the street, Bruno looked around curiously. His nose twitched with excitement as he sniffed the flowers, the benches, and even the trees. Mia smiled, noticing how alert and happy he was. She knew that every new place was a chance for Bruno to learn and grow confident in the world outside. When they reached the small river, the water sparkled in the sunlight. Mia took off Bruno's leash, letting him run near the riverbank. Bruno ran joyfully, splashing his paws in the shallow water. Mia laughed and clapped her hands. "Look at you, Bruno! You are having so much fun." A little farther down the river, Mia noticed a boy around her age sitting on a bench. He had a sketchbook in his lap and was drawing something carefully. Bruno noticed him too. He ran up to the boy gently, wagging his tail. The boy looked up and smiled. "Hello, dog," he said. "You are beautiful." Mia approached him and smiled. "Hello, I'm Mia, and this is Bruno. He loves meeting new people." The boy nodded. "I'm Leo. I like to draw animals." "Can I draw him?" Mia hesitated for a moment. She was careful about strangers. But Bruno seemed calm and friendly, and Leo had a kind expression. "Sure," Mia said. "He will stay still for a little while." Bruno sat down politely next to Leo. Leo began sketching him carefully, paying attention to every detail of his fur and eyes. Mia watched in amazement. She had never seen anyone draw animals so beautifully. Bruno stayed still, his eyes watching Mia as if to make sure she was happy. After some time, Leo showed Mia the sketch. It was beautiful. Bruno looked almost real on the paper. Mia's eyes sparkled. "This is amazing." "Thank you, Leo." Bruno looked so handsome. Leo smiled shyly. "He is a great model. I have never drawn a dog this friendly before." "You are lucky to have him." Mia felt proud. "Yes, I am. Bruno is very special. He is not just a dog. He is my best friend." Leo nodded. "I wish I could have a dog too. My parents don't allow pets at home, but I love animals." Mia thought for a moment. "Maybe you can come to the park sometimes and see Bruno. He loves company and meeting friends." Leo's eyes lit up. "I would like that very much." Mia and Leo spent a few more minutes talking and watching Bruno play by the river. Then it was time to head home. Mia clipped Bruno's leash and they began walking back. On the way, Bruno sniffed every corner and tree, exploring and learning about the streets. Mia noticed that he was becoming more confident. He no longer hesitated near strangers or new places. Back at home, Mia gave Bruno a snack and water. He ate happily, his tail wagging. Mia patted his head. "You are growing stronger and braver every day, Bruno. I am proud of you." In the afternoon, Mia decided to teach Bruno a few new tricks. She wanted him to learn roll over and shake hands. Bruno was a fast learner. He rolled over on the grass with ease and lifted his paw to shake Mia's hand. Mia laughed with joy. "Good job, Bruno. You are amazing." Mia's mother watched them from the porch. "Mia, you have done a wonderful job teaching him. He trusts you completely, and that is very special. Not every dog becomes so well-behaved and happy so quickly." Mia smiled. "Thank you, Mom. Bruno is not just learning from me. I am learning from him too. He teaches me patience, love, and how to care for someone else." As the day passed, Mia realized how much Bruno had changed in just a few weeks. From being a lonely, scared dog wandering the streets, he had become confident, playful, and full of love. Mia felt proud and happy. She understood that kindness and care could transform lives. She had given Bruno a safe home, and in return, he gave her friendship, loyalty, and happiness. That evening, Mia and Bruno went for a short walk in the yard before dinner. The sky was painted with shades of orange and pink, and the air was calm and peaceful. Bruno sniffed around, exploring the small garden and chasing a butterfly gently. Mia laughed. "You are so full of energy, Bruno. I think you will never get tired." Bruno barked happily and Mia ran after him. They played a small game of fetch with a soft ball. Bruno ran fast, bringing the ball back each time. Mia noticed how careful he was not to hurt himself or anyone. His intelligence and gentleness made her heart swell with love for him. After playtime, Mia went inside and gave Bruno his dinner. He ate quietly, looking up at her occasionally. Mia patted his head. "I love you, Bruno. You are my best friend." Bruno wagged his tail and Mia felt his love without words. She knew he understood her completely. They had created a bond that went beyond words. It was a bond of trust, care, and friendship. Later that night, Mia's mother came to check on her. "Mia, I can see how happy Bruno makes you. He is lucky to have you, and you are lucky to have him. Remember, friendship like this is rare and precious. Always take care of it," Mia nodded. "I will, Mom. Bruno is more than a pet. He is part of our family. I will make sure he is always happy and safe." Mia went to bed that night, thinking about all the adventures she and Bruno had shared. She imagined them exploring new parts of the town, meeting more friends like Leo, and learning new things together. She felt excited for the days ahead. She also thought about the little lessons she had learned. Caring for Bruno taught her responsibility, patience, and kindness. She understood that even small acts of love could make a big difference in someone's life. Bruno had changed her world and she had changed his. Together, they were creating a life full of joy, trust, and happiness. As she drifted to sleep, Mia whispered softly to Bruno, who lay on his blanket beside her bed. "Tomorrow we will have more fun, Bruno. We will learn, play, and grow together." Bruno sighed softly as if agreeing, and rested his head on the blanket. Mia smiled, feeling peaceful and happy. She knew that no matter what happened, their friendship would always remain strong. The next day, Mia planned to take Bruno on a longer walk to explore the small forest near their town. She had heard stories about the forest from her friends. It was safe and full of interesting paths, birds, and flowers. Mia was excited to share this adventure with Bruno. She knew he would love exploring the forest, and she was curious to see how he reacted to new sights and smells. Mia's heart was full of love and excitement. She knew that each day with Bruno would bring new discoveries, new friendships, and new joys. Together they were learning to trust each other, care for each other, and enjoy life fully. Bruno had become her loyal companion, and Mia had become his safe home. The little girl and the German shepherd were no longer just two separate lives. They had formed a bond that would last forever, a friendship built on love, trust, and kindness. And as they rested that night, dreaming of tomorrow's adventures, both Mia and Bruno knew that their journey was only beginning. The next morning, Mia woke up feeling excited. Today she had planned to take Bruno to the small forest at the edge of town. She had always loved the forest and imagined it as a place full of adventure and wonder. Now she wanted Bruno to see it too. She quickly got dressed and ran downstairs. Bruno was already waiting, wagging his tail and looking at her with bright eyes. "Good morning, Bruno," Mia said, kneeling down to hug him. "Are you ready to explore the forest today?" Bruno barked happily and jumped around her, his energy clear in every movement. Mia laughed and grabbed his leash. She also packed a small bag with water, a snack for herself, and a few treats for Bruno. Today would be a day full of new sights, sounds, and experiences. As they reached the edge of the forest, Mia felt a sense of excitement and a little nervousness. The trees were tall, their leaves forming a green canopy above. Birds chirped, and the smell of fresh earth filled the air. Bruno sniffed around, alert to every sound and movement. Mia smiled. "It's okay, Bruno, the forest is safe. Just stay close to me." They began walking along the small paths, enjoying the sounds of nature. Bruno's ears twitched with every rustle of leaves, and he occasionally stopped to sniff a tree or a flower. Mia laughed softly at his curiosity. "You are such an explorer, Bruno," she said. "I think you will love this place." After walking for a few minutes, they reached a small clearing where sunlight streamed through the trees, creating a pattern of light and shadow on the ground. Bruno ran into the clearing and rolled in the grass happily. Mia sat on a large rock and watched him. He looked so free, joyful, and confident. She felt proud of how far he had come since the day she first met him. While they were enjoying the clearing, Mia noticed movement near the edge of the forest. She saw a boy about her age sitting on a log, sketching something on his notepad. Mia recognized him immediately. It was Leo, the boy who had drawn Bruno at the river. He waved when he saw her. "Hi, Mia," Leo called out. "And hello, Bruno. I didn't expect to see you here," Mia waved back. "Hi, Leo. We are exploring the forest today. Do you come here often?" Leo nodded. "Yes, I like to draw the forest. There are so many beautiful trees, flowers, and animals here. Would you like to join me?" Mia smiled. "Sure. Bruno and I would love that." Leo moved to the clearing and began drawing the tall trees in sunlight patterns. Mia sat on a rock beside him, watching his work. Bruno lay down nearby, keeping an eye on both of them. Occasionally, he sniffed the flowers or chased a small butterfly gently. Mia and Leo talked about the forest, the animals, and the adventures they imagined having there. After a while, Mia noticed a small stream running through the forest. She stood up and called Bruno. "Bruno, let's go see the stream." "It looks fun." Bruno ran happily ahead, splashing gently as he stepped into the shallow water. Mia followed, careful not to slip on the wet stones. The stream was clear, and small fish swam quietly beneath the surface. Mia dipped her fingers in the water, feeling its coolness. "This is amazing, Bruno. I'm glad we came here." Bruno barked softly as if agreeing. He ran along the edge of the stream, sniffing every rock and flower. Mia laughed. "You are so curious, Bruno. I think the forest is perfect for you." As they explored, Mia noticed a family of rabbits near a bush. Bruno stopped and sat quietly, watching them. Mia whispered, "Good boy, Bruno, don't scare them." Bruno wagged his tail slowly, staying calm. Mia was impressed. Bruno was learning to be gentle and patient in nature. After some time, Mia decided to sit under a large tree and rest. She gave Bruno a treat and he lay down beside her, chewing it slowly. Mia took a sip of water and looked around. The forest felt magical. The sunlight through the leaves, the soft rustle of trees, and the sounds of animals made her feel peaceful and happy. She knew that sharing this moment with Bruno made it even more special. While they were resting, Mia noticed that the forest path they had taken was longer than she expected. She realized that she had wandered deeper into the forest than usual. She looked around, feeling a little unsure. Bruno sensed her mood and nudged her gently. "It's okay, Bruno," Mia said. "We will find our way back." Leo noticed their hesitation and came over. "Are you lost?" he asked. Mia shook her head. "Not exactly. I just didn't realize we went this far. But it's okay. Bruno and I can find our way back." Leo smiled. "Don't worry. I know this forest well. I can guide you back if you want." Mia nodded gratefully. "Thank you, Leo. That would be great." They began walking back slowly, with Leo leading the way. Bruno stayed close to Mia, occasionally stopping to sniff a flower or look at the trees. Mia felt comforted by Leo's presence and by Bruno's calm and attentive behavior. She realized that exploring new places was exciting, but having friends made it even better. As they walked, they noticed a small family of deer grazing near a clearing. Bruno stopped and watched quietly, his ears alert. Mia whispered, "Good boy, Bruno, don't disturb them." Bruno stayed still and Mia felt proud. She knew he had learned how to respect nature and the animals around him. Finally, after a little while, they reached the edge of the forest. The sunlight was softer now, signaling the end of the day. Mia felt happy and tired from the adventure. She looked at Bruno, who wagged his tail and nudged her hand gently. "We did it, Bruno," she said. "You were amazing today." Leo waved goodbye. "It was fun seeing you both. Let's meet here again soon. I want to show you more parts of the forest." Mia smiled. "We will, Leo. Thank you for helping us today." Bruno barked softly as if saying goodbye too. Mia laughed and hugged him. They began walking home, enjoying the quiet streets and the cool evening breeze. Mia felt proud of how confident Bruno had become. He was no longer a scared, lonely dog. He was a brave, happy, and curious companion. Back at home, Mia's mother noticed how tired but happy they were. "I can see that the forest was an exciting adventure," she said. "You both seem full of joy." "I am glad Bruno has you to guide him and keep him safe." Mia nodded. "Yes, Mom, today was wonderful. Bruno behaved so well and I learned a lot too. Nature is amazing, and Bruno makes every experience even better." That night, Mia and Bruno settled down in her room. Bruno lay on his blanket, his eyes half closed but still alert. Mia stroked his fur and whispered, "Good night, Bruno. I am so glad we found each other. Tomorrow will bring more adventures." Mia thought about the day and realized how much Bruno had grown. He had learned to explore, stay calm around animals, and trust her completely. She felt proud and happy. She also understood that every adventure, no matter how small, could teach important lessons about patience, care, and friendship. Mia closed her eyes, feeling peaceful and full of love for Bruno. Their journey together had grown stronger, and she knew that more wonderful experiences awaited them. Bruno had not only become her friend, but also her protector, companion, and a source of endless happiness. In the quiet night, as the stars shone above, Mia and Bruno dreamed of tomorrow's adventures. They would explore, learn, and create memories together. The bond between the little girl and the German shepherd had grown even stronger, showing that love, trust, and kindness could transform both lives forever. The sun rose gently over Willow Creek, painting the sky in soft shades of pink and gold. Mia woke up feeling excited. Today was a special day. She had planned a little picnic by the river, and she wanted Bruno to enjoy it as much as she would. She quickly dressed, grabbed a small basket with sandwiches, fruit, and water, and called Bruno. Bruno wagged his tail energetically when he saw her. He barked softly and ran around the living room full of excitement. Mia laughed. "Calm down, Bruno. We are going on a fun adventure today, but we need to walk carefully." Mia clipped his leash and stepped outside. The morning air was fresh and the birds sang happily. Bruno sniffed around eagerly as they walked toward the river. Mia felt proud of how confident he had become. From the lonely, scared dog she had met weeks ago, Bruno was now brave, gentle, and full of life. When they reached the river, Mia found a quiet spot under a large tree. She spread out a small blanket and placed the basket on it. Bruno sat beside her, panting happily, his eyes bright and full of curiosity. Mia gave him a small treat and he ate it politely, his tail wagging. "This is perfect, Bruno," Mia said. "We can enjoy the river, the sunshine, and each other's company." Bruno barked softly as if agreeing. As they enjoyed the morning, Mia noticed movement across the river. A few children were skipping stones and laughing. Bruno watched them curiously. Mia smiled. "You like watching them, don't you, Bruno? But remember to stay here." Bruno sat quietly, keeping his eyes on the children. Mia was impressed by how calm he was. After some time, Mia took out her sketchbook. She wanted to draw the river and the trees and maybe even capture Bruno's happy face. Bruno lay beside her, keeping still while she worked. His ears twitched at every sound, but he trusted Mia completely. She sketched the trees, the sunlight, and Bruno with careful strokes. When she finished, she showed him the drawing. "You look amazing, Bruno," she said, smiling. "I will hang this in my room so everyone can see how special you are." Bruno nudged her hand gently, his way of saying thank you. While Mia rested, she noticed an elderly man walking along the riverbank. He had a kind face and carried a small basket of bread. When he saw Bruno, his eyes lit up. "What a beautiful dog," he said. "He looks so calm and well-behaved." "Is he yours?" Mia smiled. "Yes, he is. His name is Bruno. We found him a few weeks ago and now he lives with us." The man nodded. "He is lucky to have you. Not every dog finds a home so full of love. May I say hello to him?" Mia nodded. Bruno got up and walked toward the man politely. The man crouched down and patted him gently. Bruno wagged his tail and Mia watched proudly. She knew Bruno had learned to trust people and show kindness. The man smiled. "He is very special. You have done a wonderful thing for him." After the man left, Mia and Bruno continued enjoying their picnic. They played small games, tossed a soft ball, and explored the riverbank. Bruno jumped into the shallow water, splashing happily, and Mia laughed as she ran beside him. She felt a sense of joy that was deep and full. Bruno had changed her life in so many ways, and she knew she had changed his too. As the afternoon approached, Mia noticed clouds forming in the sky. She decided it was time to head home. Bruno followed her calmly, his tail wagging, happy from the day's adventures. They walked slowly, enjoying the peaceful streets and the cool breeze. When they reached home, Mia's mother was waiting at the porch. "I see you had a wonderful day," she said. "Bruno looks happy, and so do you," Mia nodded. "Yes, Mom, today was amazing. I feel so lucky to have Bruno. He is my friend, my companion, and my family. I can't imagine life without him." Her mother smiled. "You made a choice that changed both your lives, Mia. You gave him a home and he gave you friendship and joy. That is something very special." Mia thought about how lonely Bruno must have been before she met him. She remembered the day he first appeared on the street, tired and scared. Now he was brave, playful, and full of love. Mia realized that kindness and care could truly change lives. A small choice, like offering help, could create happiness that lasted forever. That evening, Mia decided to take Bruno for a short walk in the yard before dinner. The sky was clear and the stars began to appear. Bruno sniffed around, exploring the garden and chasing a small moth gently. Mia laughed softly. You are always curious, Bruno. I think you love discovering new things as much as I do. Bruno barked softly as if agreeing. Mia noticed how much he had grown. From a lonely dog searching for shelter, he had become a confident, happy companion. She realized that their friendship had taught her important lessons about patience, responsibility, and love. After playtime, Mia gave Bruno his dinner. He ate politely, looking up at her occasionally. Mia patted his head. You are amazing, Bruno. You are not just a pet. You are part of our family. I promise I will always take care of you and make you happy. Bruno wagged his tail and nudged her hand gently. Mia smiled. She felt a deep bond with him, one that went beyond words. He had become her loyal friend, protector, and companion. Every day with him was filled with joy and love. Later that night, Mia lay in bed thinking about the journey she and Bruno had shared. She remembered the first day she saw him alone on the street, the first time he wagged his tail at her, and the many days of learning and playing together. She realized that their lives had changed forever because of that one choice to help him. Mia whispered softly, Good night, Bruno. Thank you for being my friend. I am so glad we found each other. Bruno lay on his blanket beside her bed, his eyes half closed but still alert. He nudged her hand gently as if saying goodnight in his own way. As she drifted off to sleep, Mia thought about the adventures they would have in the future. She imagined exploring the forest, visiting the park, and meeting new friends like Leo. She knew that with Bruno by her side, every day would be full of joy, learning, and love. The next morning, Mia woke up early again. She looked at Bruno, who was already awake and waiting for her. She smiled. Good morning, Bruno. Today will be another wonderful day. Are you ready? Bruno barked softly and ran around the room excitedly. Mia laughed and hugged him. She knew that life with Bruno was full of happiness and adventure. Every moment with him was special. Every small choice she had made had brought them closer together. Mia realized that Bruno had not just found a home. He had found a family. And she had not just found a pet. She had found a friend who would always be there for her. Their bond was unbreakable, built on trust, care, and endless love. That day, Mia decided to write in her diary about everything she had learned from Bruno. She wrote about kindness, patience, and the joy of helping others. She wrote about the adventures they had shared and the happiness they had found together. She knew that these memories would stay with her forever and that Bruno would always be a part of her life. In the days that followed, Mia and Bruno continued exploring, playing, and learning together. They visited the park, the forest, and the small streets of Willow Creek. They met new friends, helped animals in need, and shared countless happy moments. Bruno had become brave, loving, and wise, while Mia had grown more caring, responsible, and confident.